Hi, I'm Chetna Makan and very excited to be back here on the Waitrose channel. Today I am making a coconut and raspberry cake. The sponge is light and flavored with coconut and it's sandwiched with more coconut cream and lovely fresh raspberries. It's really a wow cake for any occasion. This cake kind of really reminds me of holidays and summer coming soon, and it's just such a feel-good happy cake. And it is such a simple recipe. And obviously start with some butter and some caster sugar and just whisk it for a couple of minutes until it's creamy and smooth. And it's quite key to mix this butter and sugar just so it gets a lot of air in and it becomes smooth and creamy. A good base for the sponge. And you can see that the mixture actually turns paler as well. So we can add the rest of the ingredients. Now goes in the eggs. And you can find the link to the full recipe in the description below. And I'm just going to whisk it quickly first. Scrape the sides. Next goes in some desiccated coconut. And if you have got any of these left, then you should definitely check out my coconut prawns. You can find the recipe on the channel for that. Some self-raising flour, a bit of baking powder, and some vanilla extract. And now I have got some coconut cream and I'm just going to not measure it, just use half of this, and not to worry, we'll use the other half for the icing. And now all I have to do is mix it all up. Make sure everything is combined well and the mixture is smooth. Got the oven nice and hot at 180°, and I am using 2 round 20cm cake tins. You can make one big cake if you like, but the baking time increases, or you can use 2 like me. So I'm going to divide the mixture as evenly as possible in these 2 tins. Just smoothen the top. And now they go in the oven for around 25 to 30 minutes, and then I'm going to check it with the skewer. So the cakes are out and I'm going to let them cool down. I'm going to make the most of a hot oven and roast some coconut. So these are just chunks of coconut and you can use them like this, but they're a bit chewy, but roasting it just crisps them up, which is great. So I am just slicing them very thinly. I love coconut flavor, and I think you can use coconut oil, you could use desiccated coconut, cream, milk. There's so many ways to add coconut flavor into your food, and it's just a nice comforting taste. It makes it creamy and in this case a crispy finish to the cake. Just going to spread this on a baking tray, and the oven is on at the same temperature, and this should only take 5 to 10 minutes. And while the coconut is roasting, I am going to quickly prepare the cream. So I'm using mascarpone cream. It just makes the icing kind of denser and creamier. And before I add anything to this, I am just going to loosen it up with the spatula and then add double cream to this, and then some icing sugar. And before I whisk, I'm just going to add the leftover coconut cream from the cake. So we left half of this, and that half goes into this cream now. And that is going to give the icing a lovely coconutty flavor. And now we whisk. And just whisk until it forms soft beads. Don't overdo it. And that is it. Now I just want a little bit of color and kind of punch of flavor. So I'm going to use a bit of raspberry dust. Oh, look, it matches my top. And you can mix it into the whole cream and make it all pink, but I might just swirl it around so it forms like a marble effect. Doesn't this look so pretty? This is ready, and now I can assemble the cake. So here is our serving plate. I'm gonna get one of the cakes on top. And before I add the cream, I am going to add some more raspberry flavor, and I'm just using some raspberry jam. So just a bit of raspberry jam, and that's only going to intensify the raspberry flavor. And if you want to kind of mix it up and you don't want to go for raspberry flavor, you can do exactly the same with mango, fresh mango. Or if you want, you could use some lemon curd instead of raspberry, and then you could have lemon curd as a layer, but you can have raspberries on top. So the whole combination of coconut, lemon, raspberry is another really good one. And if you happen to make this cake, don't forget to let us know, because I love to see your pictures and your happy faces enjoying it. And now we add the cream. So I'm just going to use a thin layer of cream. Doesn't the marble effect look lovely? It really is such a happy, joyous cake. I think the colors just cheer you up. And once you've got the cream on, I'm going to place the second cake. And now spread the rest of the cream. I absolutely love the rustic finish to the cakes because it just makes it more, you know, it's homemade, it's made with love, and it just looks so lovely. And once you've got the cream on, I'm just gonna put in lots of fresh raspberries. Now, I could just put it neatly around it, but that's the tricky bit, but I might not do that. I might just throw all of them in the middle, like a little mountain of raspberries. Oh yes. So the coconut has cooled down slightly because you don't want it piping hot. It only takes 4-5 minutes. And I'm just going to place a few of these chunks on here. Don't forget, whatever is left here, do not throw it. Just put it on top of your porridge or your smoothie, and this will add so much more flavor. I think that is looking pretty good. So whatever is left, in case, you can store it in the fridge and then just take it out an hour before eating. Now all that's left to do is cut out a slice, sit down and enjoy it myself. Just cuts so smoothly. That is a massive slice. Look at that. Oh my god. I really hope you guys will enjoy this cake. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you get a notification every time we share a new recipe. Bye for now.